goed.
Yes, we are live, man. Je kan nu het terugvinden op je kanaal. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Live podcast, HapySharjah Podcast 3, the third one. I'm Sharjah Games. You can check my channel, YouTube channel. I stream almost every day a game. Sometimes game news, of course. And every Saturday, HapySharjah Podcast with Happy Nintendo Fan. Introduce yourself, man.
What's up, people? It's me. It's Mosen, aka Happy Nintendo Fan, and we're live again with Charlo for another podcast, and we have a lot of things to discuss tonight.
Yes.
So hopefully you'll like the podcast tonight.
Indeed. Where are we going to begin? I think I like this one first. Why hasn't Eurogamer say anything new about the Nintendo NX? Why?
That's a big why.
Yeah, a big why.
That's
Why?
a giant why.
A big why.
Giant question mark. I don't know, because if you say something is 100% correct and this is the final product, and I don't know, it wasn't Eurogamer, I think, who said you'll hear about the NX reveal in September. It might be another website, but a lot of these websites who piggybacked on the Eurogamer report said Nintendo NX will be revealed in September. But we haven't seen anything from Eurogamer, additional information or about reveal yet. So it's really strange, to say the least. So what do you think, Shalo?
I think because it was wrong what they say, because it's not happened. It's not happened. A hybrid console like what they say, what they did on their channel. I don't think that's true, and that's why we don't hear anything anymore. Because if that was true, I know for sure you hear a lot of things about that. But now they say one thing and they never say anything again.
Weird.
I think that's stupid, man. That's not. Yeah, nah. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. That's not professional.
I think Super Metal Dave just shared a video on his channel of a type of iPad device with detachable controllers, and that device was shown late 2015, and I think nobody has bought the system, so they can't market it well. So how can Nintendo market this device if they had troubles marketing the Wii U? The Wii U was pretty basic, as a pretty easy to market, although they marketed it really poor. It was easy to market. It was a home console with a additional controller that you could stream games to, although it wasn't really fully portable. So now they have a handheld, which is a hybrid device. Hybrid device. It's not really hybrid. You have a docking station, and you have detachable Wii U remote-like controllers. So how can they market this thing? I don't know. People who have made this device late 2015 haven't been able to mass produce this or sell it to consumers. So I really have some doubt about this Eurogamer report so far. And you've seen my videos.
But not only that, but Nintendo say it's a new concept, and that's not a new concept.
No,
So
it's not.
yeah,
Not
it's
new
not
at
it's
all.
not a new concept. So I don't
No.
know why this is coming from, because they say a couple of times a new concept is never done before. So
Yeah.
you say it's done before. This kind of concept is done before. So
Yeah.
Nintendo is not coming with hybrid console.
No. And I don't know. I don't get the excitement then if this is the final product. This is the only device we'll see in 2017. And Ubisoft Take-Two, EA, indie developers, every developer is excited about the NX, and this is the final product and the only device. I don't know how Ubisoft can be excited about this. If he said this is a fantastic machine. We heard about these things back when the Wii U was launched. Ubisoft is always excited about the Nintendo consoles. Although his comments suggest that this is a pretty powerful device and has some new gimmicks that we haven't seen before. So how can this device then be the device that Ubisoft is talking about and Take-Two is excited about and EA is excited about? And Charlo, you remember what EA said about the Wii U or the developer?
Not only EA, many of developers talking bullshit about the Wii U, bullshit shit. No, I know
Now
what you mean. Yeah.
they're excited about this mini Wii remotes.
Yes, indeed.
You can attach to your mini iPad.
But right now, did you hear developers saying bad things about the NX? No one. EA say nothing.
Zero.
Only positive things. So
Zero.
what does this mean? It means it's something good.
Look, you have the Zenko game engine supporting the device. You have Take-Two making pretty positive comments. You have EA who has been negative about the Wii U, and you have Ubisoft being very very excited about the NX. And also what they say also suggests that it's a pretty powerful console, and it is a pretty exciting device to develop games for, and they expect some great revenue. So I don't know. I don't think this is the hybrid device Eurogamer is talking about, or maybe they mixed info.
No, I don't think it. Also, no, I don't think, man. I don't think it's a hybrid console. No way. I think it going to get something like a hybrid. The home console and the handheld is going to work like a hybrid console, but it is not one console, one home console. I think it's two different things, a handheld and a console, and they can do things together. Why you can think it's like a hybrid console, but not the way they early gamers say. No, not that way, never. From the first time I heard that, I never thought it was okay. It's going to be that. For 100%, I know it's not going to be that. Nintendo say it's new concept, a new concept, man. It's not new.
Yeah.
It's not new.
The report has a lot of mistakes, and you see a lot of red flags when you read that report. So I have many doubts about the report, and also the people who back up the Eurogamer story have been wrong before. Eurogamer has been wrong before. Eurogamer said Nvidia will power the 3DS. IGN said the 3DS will be as powerful as the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So what ended up powering the 3DS? DMP. What ended up being the specs of the 3DS? Not a PS3, not a Xbox 360 level of specs. So they have been wrong before. So why aren't they wrong now? Why aren't people asking the questions? Why is not everyone, but why are some people
Most of them
think Eurogamer is holy? They have holy scripture. Everything they say now is correct, and they say what they say is, I find this the most funny thing I've ever heard. They say just because they haven't been wrong before doesn't mean they're wrong this time. But just because they're wrong before, it means, or at least in my opinion, means they can't be 100% right. Maybe they are partially right, but they can be 100% 100% right. And these are prototypes. You don't know which kind of device this prototype is for. Is it for a handheld? Is it for a type of prototype for a smartphone Nintendo is working on? And or is it for the home console controller? You don't know at this point. So when you don't know that, you can't say this is the NX and this is 100% true. So
You know what
that's my opinion.
you know what I think. Of course, everyone wants to know what a Nintendo NX is, and
Yeah,
they are they are searching for something, you know. But
yeah,
I think I know what I want to say. Of course, they want to know what the NX is exactly, but with Nintendo, you never know, man. And
no,
they are so close. They are so security. The secret,
secretive. Yeah,
yeah, secretive. Uh,
yeah.
you can say what you want, but you're never gonna to know what it is. And Eurogamer is they are betting, man. They are playing
They're bad.
poker.
They're
They are playing
betting.
poker, man. They are betting. They say this is it and nothing
I
else.
think the banana will be cut off soon. If their bet is wrong, if their bet is wrong, expect some bananas to be cut loose.
Indeed,
Hey,
indeed, Eurogame was wrong with the 3DS.
yeah,
With 3DS they were
they
wrong.
were wrong. The 3DS, they were wrong before. So how yeah, right or 100% right? I don't know. I don't know. Just asking questions, and I talk with people. Some of them who do know a lot of things, some of them who speculate, some of them who develop games, and uh, from what I understand, it's not the only device, the type of prototype your game is talking about. It's not 100% right what they are talking about, and there are many mistakes in the Eurogamer report. So
Oh,
if
making.
this device ends up being the NX and the only device, that will be a really strange move.
Really
It
strange
would
move.
be like Nintendo having 4 or 5 prototypes, multiple consoles, multiple projects, and just saying, you know what? Leave all that. We're going to just make a mini iPad with some detachable controls, and this is the final product. And what is strange, Charlo, is this: Ubisoft, the CEO has said Nintendo will be back in the race. What kind of race?
I see, indeed. What kind of phrase? That's my next topic, man.
So that's a good
That's
type.
another topic. Yeah, will Nintendo be back in the race with Nintendo NX? Yes. What kind of
Which
race
race?
does they mean?
Which race? And I saw some people who back up the Nvidia report, hybrid report, um, who said, yeah, they don't really mean the console race. They don't really mean competing with Sony and Microsoft. They don't really mean what, where in which planet are you?
Yes, if you just say, yeah,
Of course, they mean competing with Sony. I mean, they have been behind for a while. The Wii U sold really poor, and now they are entering the race again. They won't win. It's not certain that they will win, but they are entering the race again. And they haven't been doing well lately with the home console. So, in my opinion, what Ubisoft says also about improvement over the Wii U home console is that Nintendo will be back and they have learned from the Wii U, and
indeed.
this home console will bring Nintendo back into the race.
Indeed, if you put everything together, then you
Yeah.
it's indeed what you say. If you put everything together, that's what they say. Nintendo's come back
In
in the
which
race. The
race?
console is fantastic. So what does this mean? It means they're going to fight with Sony and Microsoft.
You know,
That's what I think.
and everything we've seen so far suggests that Nintendo is entering the uh, so and some people will say, "Oh no, Nintendo happy Nintendo fan is just a fanboy." No, man. I play PlayStation 4. I play Xbox One. I play the Wii U. I play all things. But what I see so far in interviews, what I hear about from people, what I see from Zenko, all of the things what Nintendo does, Vulkan API, everything suggests that Nintendo is entering this race again.
Yeah, indeed. I think what I think about this is that Nintendo is going to be Nintendo, like how Nintendo is, how
Yeah.
they were a couple years ago, maybe more
And
than a couple
how?
years ago. They're going to
Yeah.
they're going to be aggressively again with their games.
I think, and what most people don't know is I think Nintendo will put every egg in one basket. They will go full mobile. They will go full hybrid. They will go
Yes.
full this. They will go full digital. No. Why did they make this classic mini NES? The mini NES. Why?
What do you
It's
think?
it's because they know. In your opinion, Charlotte, why the mini NES?
The meaningless.
Yeah.
I think also because they don't have enough games for this year,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they know people going to buy that.
Yeah. I
So,
think that's right, and partly is because I think they know there's a market for these kind of
this
devices.
kind of things, yes, indeed, yes.
The people still love Nintendo.
This
There's a market for nostalgia. There's a market for home consoles. There's a market for dedicated devices. You can hook up to your TV. So they know all of these things. Why are they talking about cross-platform development? Why are they asking for cross-platform development skills in job postings? Now, everything so far, what we have seen is that Nintendo will be entering this race again. So that's just my opinion. Um, yeah. So what about you, Charlo?
I also think the same, man. I think the same things. I think the same, man. Why it don't make sense to go hybrid. That don't make sense because
Yeah.
Nintendo is they sell 60 millions 3DS, and
Yeah.
why why shall Nintendo's only make a hybrid console and don't and no console, no home console anymore? I don't know why. So if they do that, all the games going back. The graphics of the games don't going to be better
No.
than they are now, and that's why I don't think they're going to do that. Because
Yeah.
if I think about Tegra, the for
Yeah.
Nvidia, it's not more powerful than the Wii U.
No, in handheld form factor, it will be around Wii U. I don't. I look. It's all about power efficiency for Nintendo. It's all about the gimmicks for Nintendo plus good specs. So when people see this Tegra X1 or X2 or Pascal or whatever Nvidia has for uh, uh, for their Shield and future devices, people think, oh, Nintendo NX will have 20 teraflops. Nintendo NX will have 2.5 teraflops,
Hmm.
1 teraflop. So they don't calculate that you need to make this device compatible with a handheld form factor. So you are right. When you use this kind of hybrid device, this Tegra chip, whichever it is, you have to think about the power efficiency.
Indeed,
And
that's what I
it
mean.
will be around Wii U.
That's what I mean in that, and
Yeah.
that's why I don't believe Nintendo's going to do this. Yeah, no, I don't
No.
believe. No,
And,
I don't
and
believe.
people are saying, yeah, architecture is important, a modern architecture. Yeah, I agree with that, but also the specs matter. So when people have to downscale things so much that they don't really understand why Nintendo brings a type of console, hybrid console in 2017 with such specs. I think they will just say, okay, okay, we will see it as a second or third project to port games to. So it will Nintendo will be back in the Wii/Wii U era.
Yes, indeed. Now we have about the hybrid console. Let's go to the next topic. Hybrid versus interconnectivity concept. What makes more sense?
Hybrid versus interconnectivity. Yeah, I think you know my opinion. I think the hybrid concept doesn't make any sense. So why? Would Nintendo make one device when they have a very successful handheld, but they have a poor selling home console? But if you remember, the Wii sold 100 million plus units. So they have made successful home consoles. They had the NES, they had the SNES, even the Nintendo 64 was pretty successful. So and the Wii before the Wii U was successful. So people say, okay, they will merge the home console and the handheld because the home console business is not really successful for them. But these people don't understand how much Nintendo made just off of Mario Kart 8. So Mario Kart 8 sold so much. You can't compare apps and mini games on iPhone and iPad or Android with such sales. You, you have the people have to understand that no matter how many consoles Nintendo sells, even the Wii U made a lot of profit. So Nintendo will still make a lot of profit on home consoles, and it's one of the two main platforms Nintendo is working on. If you read a lot of job postings, you see uh, our aim is to continue support for our two main platforms, home console and the handheld. So even job postings as of lately, you've seen that, Shallow, the lead marketing and lead home console job postings.
Yes, I saw that.
So yeah, in my opinion, interconnectivity makes more sense.
Indeed.
Uh, you've seen Xbox One, you've seen Smart Glass, you've seen PS4, how they did all the streaming with the PlayStation Vita. So that makes more sense to me.
That's making more sense.
Uh, at least I don't is the handheld hybrid device Eurogamer is talking about is like having one type of smartphone and it's smart glass. You stream it to your TV, or you can just plug it into your dock, and that's it. It's like the reverse Wii U, but with less features, and that's improvement over the Wii U home console. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. And when things like this don't make any sense, I just question more and more and more, and this is how I found some of the Xilinx stuff, the development kit. So that's how I came to the information. I saw the details that Nintendo is working with a dev kit for emulation. So that's just my opinion. Interconnectivity is a lot cooler. So you have one home console. You can stream games to your handheld or your or smaller games to your mobile phone. Nintendo might have some streaming app, so you can play a lot of virtual console games. That makes more sense to me. So why would Nintendo then put all eggs in one basket so they can improve Wii U sales? Doesn't make any sense. Why? The 3DS, like you said, is already selling like 60 million plus units.
It's just like the what the Nintendo did with Smash Brothers with the 3DS and the Wii U.
No,
It's another interconnectivity, and that's why I think the next step for Nintendo is going to be the handheld and the home console are working together like brother and sister, like Mr. Iwata say. They're going to work as brothers and sisters, and everybody read that, but they still saying a hybrid console. I
They
don't know
think
why.
they think it's not a brother or sister or a brother or two small brothers. So I don't know. They think it's this device will dictate to you how you want a game. So I don't want my console to be just a handheld and a docking station.
No way,
That's
man.
not. I'm not a handheld gamer. So when people say, "Oh, you have choice," no,
I
I
didn't
don't
hear you,
have
I
a
didn't hear you
problem.
good, man, because you are away from the mic.
Now, can you hear me now?
Now it's better, yeah.
I had some. I had some. I had a error with the audio on
Well,
the
okay.
screen, so that's why. Can you hear me now?
Now it's better.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, what I said was, uh, people say, yeah, you have the option to play outside, or when you're home, you just dock it and you can play in your TV. Okay, but that's not. If that means that the home console or the dock they are talking about, it's not even a console. The dock is just the specs, just the HDMI dock. It's not even boosting the GPU or CPU or anything. If that's the only device I'll get, then I'm disappointed, and that's not even giving people choice. That's if this was two type of devices and you could buy the one or the other, and if you bought the handheld, you could have more features. Okay, that would be optional and that would be amazing, but it, this Eurogamer report suggests that Nintendo is again or not again, just Nintendo is dictating to people how they want to play.
There's another proof that it's not a hybrid. You know what? Miyamoto has say, not Miyamoto, Iwata. He
Yeah,
say on Japan, in Japan, they like more more portable consoles, a more handheld device.
yeah,
So when he say that, I thought, oh, okay, this he means
yeah,
this is going to be a home console and a handheld device, and you can choose which one you want to buy because you're going to play the same game.
yeah.
That was my that was what I thought when I read that, because he's first he say they're going to work together like brothers and sister, and then when
Yep.
they ask about something like in Japan, he say yeah, in Japan they like more handhelds. So 1 plus 1 is 2, man. If you read about what Iwata say, you can go far, man. You can know a lot of things, but
Yeah.
people don't like to read, man. They don't like to read. That's a
I just
problem.
I just got a phone call, Shalo. It's Miyamoto.
Miyamoto.
Hi, Miyamoto. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. But some people still think it's a hybrid. No problem, no problem. Okay. No.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa,
Miyamoto
Mr.
agrees, man.
Miyamoto. Hi.
Miyamoto is awesome. And
It's
you know
awesome,
what?
man.
You're right. Nintendo has been saying this so many times. They've said people like our products. People like our home consoles and handhelds. People want to have choice, and they like the job postings as of lately and what they are aiming at to support the home console business and the handheld console business. And they have talked about as of lately. I've seen some things I can share later. I've seen a job posting saying entertainment, Nintendo home entertainment, and Nintendo mobile entertainment. So two separate projects. So
Okay.
all of these things point to Nintendo having multiple consoles. So, and I agree with what you said. The Japanese market might be more interested in a handheld,
Indeed.
and the US and just the Western market in general might be interested in the home console.
Indeed.
And But that doesn't mean that they will make one console, and that's all.
No.
It's a hybrid and finished. So Nintendo is saying they will try a lot of things like creating movies, theme parks, mobile apps. They even said it themselves that they are doing all of these things to support the home console and handheld business. So then why are people thinking that they are now doing all of these things to just make a one hybrid console? It doesn't make any sense.
That's because of Eurogamers.
Uh,
When they start with this, everybody's going about going to say, yeah, Nintendo's coming with an hybrid console. If you look at many YouTubers, they still make that kind of videos about hybrid console, about hybrid console.
no.
Did you see the last video from Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
I think I've seen a few minutes of it. I think he was talking about
That
the
thing you mean
detachable control.
about 2015. The thing what you say
Yeah,
about that was the thing he talk about.
yeah.
He's
Ca-
going.
ca-
He think for 100% that's it. That's the Nintendo NX. It's going to be like that.
I don't agree with Obi.
No.
Yeah, you know, Obi is a great guy. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I hear you well. Yeah.
Okay. Obi is a great guy. Okay. Uh, Obi is a great guy. Only, uh, I think he 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 thinks the Eurogamer report is 100% correct because Eurogamer might have more legit sources, or Eurogamer has industry insiders, so they have to know everything. But I don't think that the report is right. So and I think that device, I mentioned it earlier in the podcast. Super Metal Dave has made a new video, and he mentioned that device. It was made back in or released back in late 2015, and the producer hasn't been able to market it well as of now. So many months later, they haven't found any company to sell this as a mass market product. So that means there's no interest for these kind of devices.
No.
People want a handheld. They can the touch screen has all the options you need for a touchscreen game. So why would you need a detachable controller? It doesn't make sense. So no one is going to play Zelda or Gears of War on a iPhone with detachable controls. So are you going to play Uncharted on a iPhone with detachable controls?
No, thank you.
Or Gears of War or Battlefield
Maybe
or
5 minutes.
yeah,
Then I'm
or
go-
Zelda. They think Nintendo games, the core Nintendo games, are not casual. What are you? Some of you remember how hard Mario 64 was in
Phew.
some levels.
Yo.
How you can't okay then you'll say the detachable controllers are for that, okay, but even if this is true, this might be for the handheld, the handheld or a third kind of device, a smartphone, or this detachable controller will be released to support their mini games, like the Mario Run game they made. I don't think this is for the core games they will create for the handheld or the home console.
Man,
I don't think so. And someone mentioned it, Charlo, in my private message in my Twitter, and he's a pretty legit guy. He knows a lot of people. I can't name a lot. I don't can't give a lot of details of what he does, but he has given me information in the past, and he said one retailer who knows about the NX uh, hasn't heard anything about a delay or something. So he said, "Don't worry." But he said that the detachable controller could be released later, maybe in December, or yeah, might be released in December uh, for the phones, just smartphones. You can detach
okay.
it, and you can play Mario. Mario Run is the name.
Yes,
The
Mario
you
Run, yeah.
can play Mario Run with the detachable controllers of Nintendo on your smartphone, any
Uh,
smartphone. You
that's,
can.
that sounds right, man.
Yeah, that's what he suggests. He
Okay.
didn't say December, by the way.
Okay. Next year.
He said something else that was interesting. He said maybe it's some kind of OS, partly some kind of OS that you can install on your Wii U, and also some streaming apps and some game servers you can install on mobiles, but for mini games and for the console games,
Okay, for
and
many
the
games.
detachable control is for that. So the but I've given too much information already about that. So, but he was also suggesting that this retailers has said the Nintendo NX home console has streaming features, and it's even called the stream console by him. He mentions the stream console, so he refers the console as the stream console. You can stream games to the handheld, bigger games, and smaller mini games you can stream the iPhones, and the detachable controller is for that. So
Okay.
so that was partly what he said based on what he had heard from a retailer.
Okay. I have someone in the chat room is saying something. And I think that
Yeah.
he's right about this, man. What he's saying is about the hybrid, on the hybrid console, the handheld and the home console. He says sharing cartridge, handheld being able to sync to the home console to match gameplay progress might be what is going to be. That's what
Oh,
I also think, man. Something like this. And he
yeah,
sent you something, man.
yeah. Oh yeah, and he sent me something. I'll read it right now.
Okay, read it
But
loud
what
now.
he's
Okay.
saying is interesting. I'll read it.
It's the
I think he has posted a link on my YouTube channel.
yes,
On
on your YouTube
which?
channel, man. On your YouTube channel. And your on your latest video.
Oh, latest video.
Yes.
I'll look it up. And in the meanwhile, so yeah,
We're
the
going to do the next topic.
yeah, the next topic. I'll look for it.
He will
And
look for it. Thanos Rex. He's going to do it. Okay, the next topic. Is the Nintendo NX delayed? You say a couple minutes ago something about it, and
yeah,
that someone told you that it's not delayed. But why is everybody thinking it's delayed?
I've heard it from sources now. Two people who I trust. Uh, I can disclose a lot about their profession, or what they how they are connected to the industry or Nintendo. But I've heard it from two people now that uh, March 2017 is the release date. So they don't say which one. Some suggest, some other people suggest is the home console first, and the handle will be released later, maybe late 2017, maybe early 2018. But some suggest the home console will be released first in March. And two sources now that have said it's not delayed. Don't worry, or at least they haven't heard anything from Nintendo, and they expect to some even expect to sell this console. So.
But
One plus one is two, and I don't think if it was delayed, they would let people know. So if you remember, we had rumors back in early September that Nintendo, or 2 weeks ago, Nintendo was had a secret meeting in Europe and United States for retailers to showcase the NX.
indeed,
So
indeed.
uh,
But what I think, I know why people think it's going to be delayed because of they didn't let us. They didn't. We didn't see nothing about Nintendo NX, and they didn't say nothing about Nintendo NX, and that's the reason why people think now it's delayed. But
yeah,
Nintendo
maybe that's
said a couple times ago, we don't want to show this console too fast because Sony and Microsoft are going to copy us. And I think it's something genial, man. And that's why they wait so long. I think that's the reason why they wait so long, man.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
maybe that's the reason. Yeah, I was watching
The chat room.
the chat room and the link that was sent.
You have to speak in the mic, man.
Yeah, I think yeah, I've seen the article, but I'll read it afterwards.
Okay,
I'll
it's
read
cool.
the article afterwards
Yeah,
because
no man, no, it's cool, man,
uh,
it's cool. But that's why I think Nintendo is waiting to show this thing to us. It's something special. It's something genial. They are afraid how many times Nintendo brings something in the market, and Sony and Microsoft copy it, copycats many
many
times
times,
too, many times every time.
every time. Yeah,
Everything you
if you
play on
remember,
the Microsoft console, Nintendo, and the Sony console is made almost made by Nintendo, and they copy it and make it better sometimes.
no. If you
So
remember, Charlotte, the Wii U was announced, and a couple of months later, you had the DualShock 3
with Vita,
with the motion controls.
yeah,
So
indeed, yeah,
really awkward playing sports games or the jet. You know, the jet game made some more sense, but with the DualShock controller added motion controls after the Wii was revealed.
indeed,
So I think that's and when the Wii U was announced, you had Microsoft uh, creating the smart glass.
indeed.
You had Sony having some sort of smart glass or streaming features with the Vita. So I think that's partly why Nintendo is so scared this time again that they will steal the
Concept.
copy paste the concept, steal the concept before the NX is even released.
That's
So
that's the reason why they're waiting, man. But I think October is the date. Is the month we're going to see something.
yeah,
Because did you
can
read
you
about
hear me?
the? Did you read about what was that? Nintendo World?
Nintendo World? No, not yet.
That they going to do something there, man. They going to have a meeting there. Maybe not a meeting or how do you call that? Um, they're going to do something at the and it's Nintendo World. Is I think Nintendo World. I think, man. They're going to have
But
a meeting
I
there.
haven't I haven't heard about that one. But when is it? Late October or
In October indeed. I thought 4th or 5th.
4th October? Okay,
Yeah,
4th or 5th. You never know.
you never know
You
what
never
they.
know. But what date is it now? It's two. It's
Two.
2nd October now.
2nd
Two.
October, indeed.
2nd October. Okay.
Yeah.
That event should be in 2 3 days.
Yes.
It's the 4th, right?
Yeah, the 4th, think.
So if this is true, Nintendo is that's the one thing people do. Some people don't agree with me on Twitter, for example. I say this is really a mistake. This kind of communication, this kind of PR, this kind of marketing. Please, Nintendo, you have to improve this. When you reveal this thing in 2 days now, how can people know? I have some friends, many friends. But one example just tonight, he said, "What about NX?" I wasn't joking on Twitter. He said, "What about NX? Have you heard something? I'm looking all on internet, haven't found something. I want to pre-order it, but I don't know. Is it a home console?" Anything? I said many things. I said, "Yeah, I know a couple of things, minor things, but yeah, hopefully they'll reveal it this October." He just pre-ordered the PS4, the Pro. He said, "Okay, at least I know what that is, what kind of specs it has. You can play with the PSVR. You can buy that, and I have some IPs, Sony IPs that I want to play, like God of War." So he knows a lot. So it's the same with the Nintendo fans, and many people, even he wanted to buy the NX at launch, but he's not sure anymore. Many people, many friends, they say the same thing. People want to buy this NX, okay? So you and me and some YouTubers and some people who are researching this NX do know that do a couple of things, but the general consumer doesn't know everything. So they are waiting for Nintendo to reveal anything, to make a judgment. What to make a choice? What should I buy? Should I buy the PS4 Pro? Should I buy PS Slim? Should I buy the Wii U? Will Nintendo support the Wii U in 2017? Or should I buy the NX? But what is the NX? So that's really poor marketing, poor PR from Nintendo's side, that they haven't said anything. They could at least they could say, okay, this is the home console, confirmed. This is the home console. The home console will be released first. Then this, for example, this guy could say, okay, I know what it is. I know what kind of games I expect. Okay, and I'm certain that it's a home console. I'll wait for the home console. So uh, people are not billionaires. Not everyone can afford every console at launch or buy multiple consoles in a few months. So they are expecting these companies to talk about the NX. So when you announce a console back in March 2015, but the only thing that you have said so far is it's a new concept, and you drop a few phrases, it's a home console. Later on, yeah, nothing anymore. In March 2017, next generation of Nintendo will arrive. What next generation? Console? Handheld? Smartphone? What kind of next generation? So you and me, and a lot of people think it's pretty obvious that it's a home console and a handheld, and they have multiple projects. But for some people, it's not obvious. So when they have questions, they just wait with making decisions. They see bundles, PS4, Xbox Slim. They just buy that and they say, okay, I'll buy the NX then a few months later if I know what it is and what type of games I'll get.
Yeah,
So
indeed.
what do you think? Do you agree, or
I agree with it, man.
do you think people just have to wait?
Um,
They have to be some more patient.
you
Some
know
a
what they
little.
say. I agree with you, but I have patience. I play on my Xbox One now, so but I if someone want to buy a PS4 or Xbox One because they don't want to wait, they are
Yeah.
right about that, man. Because yeah, it's Nintendo fault. If Nintendo want to that people wait for the Nintendo NX, so they have money for that, or then they have to. Why don't reveal the thing, or say at least something? Yeah, say
Yeah.
at least something about it.
And a lot of people. Oh, okay, I agree with you partially about Nintendo. Look, they have this new innovative home console. Ubisoft is saying everyone is excited. So I know the gimmick will be amazing
Indeed.
for the handheld and for the console, or whatever the device this will end up be. I know it will be amazing. It will be something uh, of dynamic with dynamic interactive AR, something with haptic, at least one of the devices, or something completely new that will blow everyone away. It will be mind blowing, in my opinion, because I don't think Nintendo will make the same mistake again.
No.
And I share, I agree with that part, but I think they should at least say, look, this is a home console, and we have more devices. We will talk about the handheld
Later.
too later. Look, the NX is not what some people have suggested. We are not making a hybrid. Uh, the people who buy home consoles will be satisfied, and people who buy handhelds will be satisfied. We'll talk about everything.
But they say
So
nothing, man. They are zip,
no,
and that's not.
zip it.
But that's
Zip.
Nintendo's always like this, man. They do
It works
their
out.
things like Nintendo
Yeah,
like.
it works out some of the times, but sometimes
It doesn't
it
work.
doesn't work out.
No, indeed.
So I don't, and I don't understand this. You have one console. You talked about it few months. No, not just few months. You talked about it at E3 2011, and it was released November 2012. So you have that console. You talked about it way earlier, and every concept, every feature, every gimmick, everything was leaked, and everything was talked about, even officially. That was done, and now you have the NX. Nintendo is totally secretive. The opposite of that. So it doesn't have to be that way. You can have a balance between keeping a lot secret and talking with fans and consumers, explaining what the NX, suggesting what the NX might be, assuring people that they will be satisfied, that there will be a home console, there will be a handheld. But when you are so secretive, you don't even talk anymore with fans. Fans are going crazy on Twitter, YouTube, on IGN boards, on every Nintendo or gaming website. Fans are really complaining about the lack of communication. So when you have even people who are really confident that this NX will be amazing. The home console will be great. The handheld, whatever device they will release, will be great because some of the things people have seen suggest that it will be pretty powerful. You still have a feeling like Nintendo. Why are you not communicating this? Come on, you have to communicate with fans and consumers because time is important and marketing is important, in my opinion.
Yeah, it can go two ways. Maybe
Yeah,
it can be
two
negative
ways. Yeah,
or positive.
yeah,
Because now everybody are a little bit angry, and when Nintendo
yeah.
revealed the thing, I think, and it's so cool, everybody's going to be way happy. Then I think I think Nintendo's going to
Gonna
make
happy. Yeah.
people happy again, happy Nintendo
So
fan.
yeah, yeah. I'm in slightly slightly angry Nintendo fan mode.
Angry Nintendo fan now.
I'm so happy because I know I will play this console for years.
Yes.
If they make a console with great specs and great IPs, Nintendo IPs will be back like old franchises, F Zero, Wave Race, all of those
Wow.
cool games. Some of the things I've seen and heard about suggest that uh, major for us, for core fans, major IPs will be back. Like I don't know about F Zero, but I know Metroid will return. Wave Race might return in some form, some shape or form. So I'm really a 3D Mario or Luigi. So I'm really excited about the NX. But Nintendo, talk about it, man. Talk about it. People
Yes.
are tired.
Indeed. Don't
Reveal the
worry.
damn
Be
thing.
happy Nintendo fan.
We want Nintendo fans to be happy.
Yes. Don't worry.
Don't
Be a happy
create
Nintendo
angry
fan.
Nintendo fans. You're all paying.
So yeah, that's what Nintendo is going to do. If they do that, my latest video, I explain what they can do with their great games, great IPs. Wave Race indeed, F Zero. My God, man, that can be so cool. If they can Punch Out, Metroid, what are the good games? Nintendo, they has them on gold mine, man.
But you know, the NX is already here. Have you seen it?
No, no, not
I,
yet.
I have a prototype.
You have a prototype? Let's see. Let us see it.
Look,
It's a hybrid, man. It's a hybrid console.
hybrid. Look. Kijk, it's a.
It's a hybrid mobile. You can touch everything.
But
Oh.
you know, it's funny. Someone mentions Reddit. I think people are really hungry for Nintendo news. Some people are so funny. They are reaching so far into the galaxy, in a galaxy far, 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 far away, even beyond Omega relays in Mass Effect. So some people on Reddit have suggested that the NX will be unveiled at the United Nations. So NX is a device that will solve world peace. They will solve every issue we have. The
it
NX
can
is
be
also
everything now, right now, man. It can be everything right now. Maybe
can be
she
everything.
need a pill.
But that was a legit. That was a serious post on Reddit. Someone really thought that the NX will be revealed in a conference at the UN, because I think that one of the politicians of Japan was at the Rio Olympics in Brazil, and he had the Mario hat and Mario costume, and he thinks this time he will be at the UN revealing the Nintendo NX, because you and I both know the Nintendo NX is a time machine. It can solve everything.
So you can go way back to play the great IPs from Nintendo.
If this means we can play F-Zero, please, man,
So,
reveal it at the damn, reveal the damn thing at the UN. I want the NX to be revealed there. It can solve world peace. It can solve all our problems in the sea, and over land, and in the sky.
and then is everybody happy?
I don't know about that. So, I don't know. I don't know who was that that guy, but he was pretty funny. Maybe it was a joke. I don't know. Maybe it was,
With people from those time, you never know, man. It can be serious. Huh? It can be serious.
yeah, maybe. But so far, what have we heard so far about the NX from Nintendo?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not much. It's going to be
Not
a
much?
brother and sister. That's everything we heard.
But the question is it going to be a hybrid brother and sister?
But a hybrid is not a sister. That's how do you call it? It's a symmetry. How do you call people are together? You have two people in one body. How do you call that in English?
Siamese twins?
Yes,
Siamese twins?
maybe that's a hybrid.
I don't know, but we have heard about I think three things, no, four things even from Nintendo, but not much. It was one of it was Iwata. He said, "Look, when we are talking about merging platforms and architecture,
Indeed.
we are not talking about creating one device."
Indeed.
So that's a red flag for Eurogamer.
Yes,
Eurogamer is gonna be your bananas are going to be cut soon.
but I don't. Maybe they didn't read that because when Eurogame did this hybrid kind of thing, I go back to that page and I read it again, and that's what Iwata say.
That's what Iwata said.
Yeah.
So Eurogamer has to be careful in the next few months, because when people find out that what they have been reporting again about Nintendo hardware is wrong, just it's not gonna look great. It's not gonna be pretty for them. Okay, well, then the second thing, we heard from Iwata that the NX is going to be a new concept, or from the new CEO.
Also,
Tatsumi Kimishima or Kishishima.
Kinishima.
It's like we are in rush hour. Chris Tucker is trying to pronounce something. Okay. Tatsumi, the guy, the man, the legend, he said the NX is going to be a new concept. So that's the second thing. Iwata said what we mean with merging architecture and platforms is not we are creating one device. And two, the Tatsumi
Kinishima.
the Tatsumi legend, Tatsumi Kishishima said, "Look, when we say NX, we mean a new concept. NX is not. We are going away from the Wii U,
And
the
the
Wii brand. We
and the
hate the
Wii
Wii
brand.
brand.
Yeah.
Wii brand for him is not interesting. So he's a business guy. He thinks about uh, marketing. He thinks about selling a lot of consoles. For him, he can't sell anything with a Wii brand. That cow has been milked
Yeah, indeed.
more than enough. So you can't milk that cow again. So when he says it's a brand new concept and we are moving away from the Wii, what does that mean? That means it's a new concept. It's not a detachable Wii remote. It's not something like the Wii gamepad or a handheld hybrid or a combination of all of things. Whatever they have as gimmick, the concept of a home console with maybe a Go control might be true, but the gimmick concept might be something like dynamic AR or something like haptic feedback. Whatever they will end up putting in the NX will be something innovative and revolutionary. It's new. It's not something you've seen before. That the new CEO suggested it, and Iwata said it's not a hybrid like some people think. So that's two, and we have the man Scott Moffitt, the
Moffitt.
former CEO of Nintendo, head of marketing, I think, Scott Moffitt. What did he say before he left Nintendo? He said Nintendo NX will be different, but it will improve a lot of things with third party. A lot of third party have suggested things, and we are looking into that. And what he's and this will be a great device for third party to develop games for. So, and that's the third thing. What he suggested points to Nintendo creating a home console that is pretty powerful. So the third-party developers like EA won't joke around anymore, won't complain anymore. And you've seen EA being really positive about the NX so far, and Take-Two and Ubisoft and everyone. So that three minor things, minor but really important, that suggest that NX is a new concept. It's a powerful machine, and it's a fantastic machine, like Ubisoft has said, and it's improving a lot of mistakes that Wii U had. So
No,
that's
no,
just my opinion.
now you're talking about this. Next topic. Will Nintendo NX has better third-party support?
Better third-party support?
Yes.
No.
He's lying. He's lying. I know for sure he's
Let's call
lying.
Ubisoft. Hey, hi, Ubisoft.
He calls again Ubisoft. Oh, Ubisoft, man.
I forgot his name. That dude is funny. Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, but no, but that guy is always. I admit that guy is always pretty positive about everything Nintendo related, because they're making pretty good revenue on Nintendo consoles. So, but his comments suggest more. He suggests that the NX is different. It's powerful. It's great. It's a fantastic machine to develop games on. So, and it's all also suggested by Take-Two, by EA, by Indie, by everyone that has said anything as developer about the NX. So all of them agree that this device will be different and will be more third party and indie friendly. So the NX has to have better third party support this time. If it doesn't, then I don't know what Nintendo is doing. But I am confident, 100% confident, that the NX will make the Wii U third party support look like child's play. or even the GameCube. I think this device will have a lot of third-party support.
Yes, indeed. That's what I think also because Nintendo talk with third parties about the NX, and with the Wii U, they didn't do that. So this time Nintendo is going to play the things right. They're going
Yeah.
to play things right because they need third parties. Indeed, they need third parties.
Yeah. Yeah. I think.
Um,
Yeah, I agree, and I think Take Two's comment is also interesting because Take Two has never been really positive about Nintendo, and
indeed,
they are pretty serious guys. They publish the GTA games. They make the 2K two NBA 2K games. I think. Yeah, they are pretty serious guys, and they care about specs. They care about specs because the kind of games they make needs great specs. So when they are positive about a Nintendo console, it means they know something about specs that has excited them to talk positively about it.
indeed.
And the same comments have been made by EA and other developers. So I think developers in general are really excited.
Yeah, but not all of them say something about NX. Only Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot.
It's
It's the only one who
He's
says a lot
so
about
funny.
the Nintendo NX.
He's so funny. He's
Yves
Gilmore.
Guillemot. His English is funny, man.
Yeah.
France way.
Enix is a fantastic.
Fantastic.
Turns
Okay,
out
so
to be a hybrid.
they ask you something about the Beyond Good and Evil 2. What you think about it? Will it be
It's beyond good.
exclusive for Nintendo
And
NX?
I think Gaming Bolt or Gaming.
Yeah, I
Game-
told you that, man.
Yeah, I
Gaming Bolt, I
think,
said indeed.
or was it the other website?
I think
It was
Gaming Bolt, Gaming Bolt.
Gaming Bolt. Yeah, it was a French website
Mhm.
who suggests that Ubisoft is creating two exclusive NX games. So one of them is suggested by them is Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah, so I think it has some truth. I think, and you've seen all the teasers by Ubisoft. I think Beyond Good and Evil 2 makes a lot of sense for NX as an exclusive or timed exclusive. You never know. You never know when it comes to Nintendo and exclusives. And no one expected Bayonetta, so we saw that.
Indeed, and I think it is exclusive for Nintendo only, and here's why. When Game Bolt put that on their site, they did a podcast, and I have listened to the podcast, and one of them say, Ubisoft say to us, we must put that away from our site. Why
Yeah.
they want to put that away from their site? Because it's true. That's what I think. And they say, no, we don't do that. I know that podcast, man. I've heard it. I've heard the podcast when he say, yes, they want me to put this away. We must put it from our site. But I say no. So, and that's why I think it's indeed Nintendo exclusive. And just like Bayonetta 2, no one want to publish this game, and Nintendo say yes, give it to us, we do it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's going to be exclusive for Nintendo NX. And I think also that there's going to be another game exclusive for Nintendo NX. Vanquish 2.
Vanquish, yeah.
Vanquish, yeah. I think that's a game that's also going to be for Nintendo NX. Nintendo is they want their roots back, man. They want their roots back. The SNES was nice. Has a lot of third-party games. So I think they want their roots back, man. They know now they have to do everything other way, not like with the Wii U. Dus I think we're going to get Beyond Good and Evil 2 only for Nintendo NX.
I agree that it makes a lot of sense, and you know how Ubisoft is supporting Nintendo consoles every time. So they're all always excited about Nintendo consoles. They always support Nintendo consoles, at
Indeed.
least at launch or even beyond, in the launch window time frame. And Ubisoft also makes a lot of money on Nintendo consoles, so they have reason to support Nintendo consoles.
Indeed. Another topic from Thanos Rex. He asked, he say, now Iwata is not anymore. Do you think Nintendo changed plan?
No, I think a lot has changed. He uh, he was talking about merging architectures, and he was talking about a lot of new things, a lot of things you see these days, or are planned for 2017 and 18 are part of his plans. So he had the slide at an investor meeting suggesting that Nintendo will make wearable products, quality over life QOL products, non-wearable, home console, handheld, mobile. Nintendo will create a lot of products to bring Nintendo products to more people, and I think a lot of things you see today, even today, you see Nintendo with Pokemon Go. You see Nintendo changing the way they create content on their YouTube channel. You see Nintendo. You see Nintendo playing the nostalgia card with the classic mini NES. You see Zelda being at E3 having such a big booth, and Nintendo talking about the NES connection. And I think Nintendo is, and you heard about the rumors that Netflix is making a Zelda exclusive series. You heard about Miyamoto that they want to create Nintendo videos and movies, and I think a lot of things are were planned by Iwata, and the new CEO is trying to build the blocks. He's trying to lay. He laid the foundation, and he's trying to lay the blocks. He's trying to give Nintendo exposure to more fans, more consumers, and although I don't really agree so far with the marketing, the way they did the marketing hasn't really started, but the PR, the info they give about the NX, I think when the NX will be revealed, you'll see a lot of change, and you see a lot of Iwata's ideas come to fruition. So and also I think the new CEO has is more business oriented.
Indeed. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. He's more business oriented. So he cares about business, business, money. So not just money, but it's one of his main his yeah it's his aim to make Nintendo more profit. So it's everyone's aim as a CEO or a manager, but he is more oriented about the business side of things. So I think that's a good thing, because you have different divisions, and you have different roles. Miyamoto can focus on games. The CEO can focus on the money, on the business. The marketing department can focus on the marketing. So it's really that's how it's organic. It's an organic structure of a company. That's a lot better than having one CEO who has too many influence on everything that happens. And I think, although I respect and I love and I enjoyed every minute of Iwata in the directs, I think he was a little bit too dictating when it came to marketing and concepts and everything, because he was almost born with Nintendo, and he made so many things for Nintendo. He grew up with Nintendo in the company as a developer, and later on he became the CEO. And I think he became too influential, so that the creators couldn't be creative anymore, and marketing couldn't do their thing, and the business side couldn't their thing. But I think that now the CEO has split it many roles, so we'll see a lot of improvement, in my opinion. Inshallah.
What I think is everything what happened now is also Iwata's plan, man.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that they know with the Wii U people are changed. People change. They want graphics. They want better graphics. They want more things than only playing games on home console. They like mobile games. They like everything. I think Iwata, Miyamoto, they saw that. They know that now, and that's
Yeah.
why I think everything what happens now is also Iwata's plan. But I think they're going to change little things, not
Yeah.
big things, but little things. Kineshima say that he's going to do everything what Iwata wants. But I think they're going to change a little things, not big things. But I think everything what Nintendo is going to do now is also Iwata's plan. They're going to make movie, theme parks. That's also Nintendo's plan, Iwata's plan, man. I believe that. I think that, man.
Thanos Rex is making a really interesting comment. Cheers, Thanos. He says, perhaps also notable, I speak French, and if they say machine, they will probably not be talking about a handheld or a hybrid. Machine is a word used for bigger devices. And that's really an interesting comment, because I looked it up. The minute he said that, people on Twitter were going crazy. Look, it's a hybrid. It's hybrid confirmed.
Yeah.
This, and I looked it up. The first Google search hit. It was Ubisoft. I searched for Ubisoft and machine. First thing, Ubisoft. The PlayStation 4 machine is a fantastic machine. He said exactly the same thing about the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 machine is a fantastic console. Is a fantastic machine, he said. So he said the same thing. The NX machine is fantastic. So, and Thanos speaks French. He says that word is usually in French used for a console, a home console, not a smaller device, handheld form factor device. And that's also interesting. What I asked Zenko like a month ago, I asked Zenko, the guys who made the Bravely Default games are now making a game engine, or have a game engine now, and I asked them because I saw their presentation at SEDEC together with Samsung, with Kronos and DMP. I asked Zenko, will Zenko support future Nintendo platforms? Will they support Nintendo, the next generation handheld or the home console? What did Zenko say? They said, we will support Nintendo's next gen console in mid 2017. So right there, Zenko confirmed that it's a console, but or at least they suggested that it's a console, because I asked them specifically. I worded it. I formulated my question very, very specifically, so I could catch at least some info from Zenko. I said, will it support the next gen handheld or console? They said, home console. They said, we will support the console in 2017, in mid 17. So I don't know. A lot of Reggie said it. Our new home console. So, I really don't get it. It's if this device is a hybrid and it's just a handheld with the docking station, the first one who's really disappointed after all the videos I made is me, not my followers, not the people who subscribe to my channel. I think I am the most disappointed, because I've put a lot of effort and research in all this, and I've spoken to many people who suggest this, who may know things, who claim to know things, or I even legit know that they know things. So when I find out one day that this device is what Eurogamer says, It's the one the most disappointed is me, I think. What about you, Charlo? Will you be, if this device is the actual device, will you be disappointed or not?
Yes, indeed. I would be disappointed, man. Uh,
Are you a home console oriented type of guy of
yes, I'm a home console
or
oriented guy, but I like also when I'm on the road. I like also to play on my 3DS, but I have the new 3DS and I don't touch it much. But I like it. I like it when I go when I am in the go on the go. I like it.
yeah
On the car, I like to play it. On the bus, I like to play it. So yeah, I think it's. But if they do what I think they're going to do with NX, that you can
yeah
play all NX games on the handheld, then I'm going to use it a lot. Why? Because my television, my TV, my children, I watch a
yeah
lot of television, TV. So then I think I'm going to use it a lot because I like playing the new Zelda game on the handheld. Oh, that sounds crazy to me, man.
Yeah, on a handheld type of device. Yeah,
Yes, but with good graphics also, and so I play on the handheld device. So when my children are asleep, are at sleep, are sleeping, then I can play on the big television. I like that kind of things, man. That sounds good to me. Then I'm going to play a lot of handheld, the handheld.
a handheld gaming is really cool when you travel a lot. When you travel, and Japanese people travel a lot. They use the metro, they use the train, they use the bus a lot. So they are a lot at work. So they work a lot. They don't have so much holidays and time off. So that's a different world up there, over there. So I think a handheld fits their needs and their lifestyle. But people in the West, in the United States, in Europe, who have a different schedule of the week, they schedule their week differently. They work differently. They work different hours. They have the weekends. The I mean the 3 days off. Everything is different here in Europe and in the United States, or not. A lot of things are different, and I think a home console fits the needs of the many people here. But of course, a lot of people sales prove this in Europe and United States and the West in general also want a handheld. But I think there needs to be a option for people and lifestyles to choose what do you want. Do you want a home console? Do you want a handheld? Okay, no problem. Whatever device you have, if you buy the other, this is the interconnectivity we supply. We give you the option to have more features when you buy both. That makes a lot more sense to me because you don't dictate what people want or should buy, but at the same time, when they do, they have so many more features that they will buy more products in this Nintendo ecology, so or ecosystem. So that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's what Nintendo are doing. That's what Nintendo doing now. Their own ecosystem.
And Charlo, what's really strange is Nintendo is really slow when it comes to changes, not innovation. With changes, I don't mean innovation on the controller side of things or interface, but changes when it comes to online. For
Yeah,
example, everyone knows this. Some might not admit it, but everyone knows that Nintendo's online is behind Sony and Microsoft's home consoles. So when Nintendo is that slow with some aspects of their handheld and home console, how can people then expect Nintendo to make a hybrid console, something that's so futuristic for Nintendo to do that Microsoft and Sony haven't done? Two companies that force things, and this is feeling like a forced device. If true, if it's forced as a concept. Look, this is it. This is how you're gonna play. It's a handheld. It's a dock. No more home console. Finito. I don't think so, and I don't believe it.
No man, no way. Okay, we're going to do now. Let them ask something about, and you give reaction, and you react at it. The first question. Now you can do a question, people. You can, if you have a question, below, tip it.
Yeah. I think
The first question.
Mario says final question. Do you think the NX will have can you hear me
Now it's
well?
better. Now it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the NX will have VR and AR feature? Yeah, I think AR most likely, highly likely. VR, I'm not 100. Let's just say I think 60-70% VR, and that through the most likely the handheld or the on-the-go controller of the home console. No matter what this concept will end up be, I think AR is a certain, and VR 60-70%. I'm certain that we will see VR. We might see some kind of Samsung Gear VR type of solution for VR. And Nintendo will try this, but they say, okay, when we don't want to make a $400, $500, $600 device, full VR device, and 4K and everything to support it. I think, or because they have to create a home console that's really powerful. So on the level of PS4 Pro or the Xbox Scorpio to support a full hybrid device in native resolution. So I think they will go the route of the Samsung Gear type of VR solution, and it will be used for a handheld or the Go control. That's my opinion. What do you think, Charlotte?
I think they're going to have VR and AR, but I think VR is not in at the launch, but later.
Later, yeah.
For later,
Yeah,
when
so.
because if you read what they say about VR, no, it is not going to happen yet. But I think for later. And AR, yes, of course they're going to have that. You know why? Look at Pokemon Go, man.
Yeah.
Sales are crazy. 500 million downloads, man. I think they're going to have that, man.
But by the way, Charlotte, Pinky Elefante, the game Steven Deinhardt is making, the award-winning game developer and VR model developer, Pinky Elefante supports Samsung Gear VR type of devices. So he's now. I saw a post where someone was playing Pinky Elefante in Samsung Gear VR. So what? And he is creating. He's porting this game to NX. So that's why, even if I count out the info I've heard about this VR type of device, this again suggests that Nintendo is will have something of that nature, because we now have a developer who's making this game for VR, who's porting it to a Nintendo NX. So that to me was interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, that was interesting to. I think I've shared the tweet, but if someone wants to know, I can share the tweet later on my Twitter channel, Twitter account.
No questions anymore?
Questions.
You can ask everything now. If you want to know something, you can ask now. But yes, well, I think they're going to do VR, but I hope, like what I say, I think the other podcast, I hope they're going to do that 3D, man, without glasses on every TV, on any TV you can play 3D games. I hope they're going to do that, man. That's awesome, man. If they do that, oh man, that's going to be awesome.
No.
Okay, so no questions anymore. So we go to the last topic. Is 4 or 5 months enough to market the NX? What do you think about that?
think I don't know. It depends on the concept. It depends what Nintendo has. You have been pretty vocal about why I think Nintendo should communicate better with fans and give people more info. But it really all depends on type of device this is, what type of devices these are, what Nintendo has as a gimmick, as a selling point for people, and as games. Uh, let's just say Nintendo will release F-Zero, release Zelda, Zelda for sure, but F-Zero, Wave Race, and a couple of games alongside Zelda on launch day. Maybe a Mario game or at least show it in trailers. Of course, people will be so excited about this console that it doesn't matter when it will be released. Even if they say, okay, we'll delay it to summer, it will still be exciting for people. And it really depends on marketing. How do you market your console? How do you position its branding? How do you position your device to the market? Your product, your price point, your location for sure. Europe, Japan, the West, Australia, and I think if they market this thing well, when it is revealed, I think people will buy it anyway. But I really hope that they have listened to complaints. They have learned from the Wii U mistakes of how not to market a console, how not to confuse people and consumers with the positioning of a console or a device, and that we will see improvement so that the sales will take off. And this time, when sales take off, third party will remain on the NX boat. So I think I'm pretty positive about it. Although at the currently I am really slightly angry because I really want to know what Nintendo has for
Cooking for
the
us.
NX. What kind of games, what kind of specs, and I think a lot of fans share the same opinion. They are slightly angry because it takes so long, but I think in the end we'll be happy Nintendo fans, and we can all agree that Nintendo consoles, man, it's a different thing. Because look, I have the PS4, I have the Xbox One, I have PC, Mac, everything. I play games on all of those devices, but I've seen launch reveals, everything. But when it comes to Nintendo, it's so exciting. It's really mind blowing how Nintendo is so important still in the game industry. When they reveal something like, for example, Zelda at the E3, it won most of the awards: Game of the Show, Best Adventure, Best Gameplay, Best. So many awards, just one game.
Yeah, but not,
So
but not only on the E3, in Gamescom also.
Gamescom, yeah.
Yeah, he wants also everything almost. But what
Yeah.
I think about this, I think if Nintendo released Nintendo NX with games like F Zero, a Metroid maybe, a new Mario,
Yeah.
maybe Luigi Mansion 3, doesn't matter if they if they say a day before, it's going to sell, because these IPs are so strong. A Zelda on the release, a new Mario game, a new 3D Mario game, then
Yeah.
like the N64 one, mind blowing, man. With this kind of graphics from these days, no man, it's going to sell, man. It's going to sell. So 4 or 5 months is enough. It is enough, man. It's enough because
Imagine, Charlo.
Kimishima, what did he say? He say we delay the NX because we want to have enough games for it. So
Imagine a 3D Mario game with a new type of PS4 type of controller, but with Nintendo innovation. So I mean more like a GameCube controller, but with Nintendo innovation, maybe a small screen with haptic, and you play a 3D Mario game or a Zelda with this new controller with a pretty powerful console. I mean, this already is a system selling thing for me, the
Indeed,
controller and the games.
and that's what I
So
mean. And that's what
I
I mean.
agree. A lot of people will buy it, even if it's revealed 1 week before release.
And indeed a Pokemon game. When
Yeah,
there is a Pokemon game on the
yeah,
NX.
yeah. So
Like,
my interconnectivity theory and my theory on the Go controller, because I've heard some things about it, the stream controller. I think one. I think Mario mentions Pokemon NX. Yeah, imagine you can play outside. You catch Pokemon. You come inside. You can just with the controller. This time it has WLAN. It has WLAN. It has Wi-Fi. So you can just export your Pokemon or upload your Pokemon to the NX
console.
home console, or even not. That doesn't really require to be home. You are in train, you're coming home, you catch some Pokemon, you just send the Pokemon are through cloud sent to your home console. So when you come home, you can power on the home console, and the everything has already been sent by the handheld or the Go
Crazy,
control. So
crazy shit, man.
you can continue feeding your Pokemon. You can continue fighting everything. So that's how I see the interconnectivity. Because all of these things require a powerful console. They require tech for streaming. They require cloud. They require everything you need for a great experience. And great specs to power great gimmicks, because Nintendo gimmicks, even this device, this is pretty amazing, but it wasn't executed well.
We didn't hear you, man. If you were away from your mic.
Even this device, it's pretty amazing. It wasn't executed well as a concept by Nintendo,
But
but
well done.
the tech is pretty amazing. It just wasn't marketed well, also. So I think when Nintendo innovation is pretty epic, something that the competition has always been trying to mimic and copy paste in their own consoles and handhelds.
Yes. Yes,
And
man.
there was another question was.
Yes, we're gonna do we are finished with our topics, but we're going
Yep.
to do two questions again. The first one is from Chess. Do you think the NX will have a gimmick we haven't thought about yet, that hasn't been leaked or rumor yet?
Yeah, I think I've I've seen some things that uh, point to, to Nintendo using some sort of haptic feedback in a GameCube type of controller. So that's why I talk about it. Also, I think in the earlier podcast, first or second podcast we made with Shallow, I talk about this. And this is one thing. A lot of developers on LinkedIn, on in Twitter, whatever, when they talk about NX, they say we have signed a lot of NDAs. We have signed
A
a
lot of
lot
NDAs.
of strict NDAs.
Wow.
So not just one, a lot of strict NDAs. So
More things.
and we are working on a highly secret machine, highly secret controller, highly secret that, highly secret. So when you have that kind of strict NDAs, how can Eurogamer or their source know everything about NX? I think, I'm pretty sure that it might be a controlled leak type of thing Nintendo has done with these people. So, so Nintendo has partially leaked some info, but it's not the full concept. It might not be the full concept, but some of it might be true. And these people think, oh, this is the only device. This is everything we have. We will receive on launch day. So I don't think that's it. What do you think, Rafael? What kind of gimmick do you think Nintendo might have?
I don't think I know for sure there is more we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because it's Nintendo, people. Come on, man. Nintendo. Nintendo always have something you don't know. And this
Yeah.
time, I think it's not only one thing we don't know, but more things we don't know. It's Nintendo. Nintendo's always have something you don't know, man. When you think Nintendo is dumb, they come with something you never expect. That's
But
what I think.
I think the classic mini NES, on a different note, I think the classic mini NES will help sell NX consoles, which is funny. But I think because it will play in the nostalgia factor, so people will remember things. They'll say, okay, I really want to see what the next Zelda looks like now. I really want to play the next Mario now on the
Yes.
next Nintendo console because this is classic. So I want to see the modern console. You see that in their marketing, that they play that nostalgia factor and the now you can play, now you're playing with power slogan.
It's coming
And
back,
I
man.
think yes, and I think you're right. A lot of things are really so strict. I think Nintendo for sure has many secrets we don't know about.
Many secrets, man. And I hope that slogan come back, man. Now you're playing with power.
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope so, and I think so.
Yeah, because of the
I'm,
latest
I'm,
mini, yeah, and NX mini, that slogan was there. So
at least, yeah, you're right. I hope so. I think they might do it. Yes.
I hope so, man. It was a really nice slogan. Okay, another one, another question.
Another question.
What do you think about the SCD, and what would you like to, and what would you think is going to offer? Everything mentioned in the patent or not?
The supplemental
The
creepy device.
Yeah,
The supplemental
creepy device.
creepy. The supplemental
Computing device.
computing device. Yeah, I think the SCD makes a lot of sense. I heard back in July that the SCD will be released later on, so like an additional specs boost. You can buy this device, maybe like a small GameCube type of device. You can attach it with an external port to your NX home console, and then you can play games with the power of the cloud. So it will your games will look better, and this will bring the NX closer to the PlayStation Neo or PlayStation Pro as we know it now. So
That's what you think.
yeah, I hope so, at least because I heard about it back in July from one source who has some contacts, and he said, yeah, it will be released a couple of months later after launch.
I think a year ago there was a rumor about this, man, that this SCD is going to release 6 months later than the NX console, and now you hear it again. So I think that
Yeah.
it can be true, man.
Can you?
But what if the Nintendo NX is maybe 2 times better than the PS4, and then you use the SCD? Have you think about that?
Then it will be mind blowing.
Yeah, indeed,
It will
indeed.
compete with Scorpio and
Yeah,
Pro.
because when I the, a console from now
Yeah,
it don't have to be expensive to be better than PlayStation 4, PS4.
yeah. I think even the the kind of GPUs AMD is creating, and many people believe that the home console will be powered by AMD and by the Polaris GPU or the GPU series with that kind of architecture. Pe- People think that it will be even more powerful than the PS4 Pro, so or at least on par. So I think what you said does make sense when Nintendo goes full NES. Look, we're rebooting the company full NES. I
Hmm.
think it will be just look. The GameCube was more powerful than the PS2,
Yes,
so
indeed.
it's not something. It's not a crazy idea.
No,
It's not. Some
expansion
people
pack.
think it's expansion pack for a Nintendo 64. So this is the STD, in my opinion.
Yes, indeed.
Uh,
They go back to the roots. That's what I say. That's
there,
why I'm saying that.
of course, yeah. I think this all suggests the patents, everything that Nintendo is returning to their roots.
Indeed.
Just Zelda. Look at Zelda.
Yes.
That game is actually just like the first
Zelda
Zelda
game.
game. It's open world. You can do so much stuff, and you saw the boots. The boot was like if you didn't live in 2016, you would think Nintendo is back in the 90s.
Indeed.
So the booth was so big, and it was like a Disneyland theme park. And I think Nintendo is returning to their roots, and I think you're right. It might be even be on par with PS4, or even better, something which will surprise many people. And I think it was the French blog or the French website Gaming Bold.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think they said the NX has received a specs boost. That's why it was delayed.
Mm-hmm.
So, what kind of specs boost? Just a slightly more powerful specs boost? I don't think so. I don't think Nintendo will risk holiday 2016 so much sales. That's at least 3 million units sold when it was when it was, because it was planned for 2016. That's 3 million units lost if you release it later or in March. So why would they risk so many million people buying another console just for a slightly better improved specs? I don't think so. I think you might be right. I think the specs might be even better than many people think.
I think that's what Nintendo is going to do this time, man. Because what I say a couple of times again, we're going to surprise people this time. People going to be surprised, and I don't think it's only about gimmicks this time. I think they're going to put better graphics in the console now, better chips, etc., etc. That's what I think that they're going to do right now, man. That's why I say that. I think people are going to be surprised about the specs from Nintendo NX this time. That's what I
I think.
think, and and that's all. That's because of the SCD.
Yeah.
You can choose now if you want more power.
Yeah.
They give you a choice. If you want more power, like the hardcore gamers, they're going to buy this SCD.
Look, it's like it's right what you say. It's like, look, this is how we gain back the trust of third party, and at the same time we have a consumer friendly price, maybe 250 to $250 or euro, and it's on par with PS4,
Indeed.
maybe slightly better. And when you use this SCD, it will be on par with PS4 Pro or close or even better. No one knows,
Indeed.
but I think it makes sense if you look at it in that from that perspective. So they will give the people the choice. When you upgrade, look, you can have a PS4 Pro type of experience
Indeed. For 4K.
in 4K.
That's what I think they're going to do because, like AMD, they have now not expensive GPUs.
Yeah.
They're not that expensive. And if Nintendo only can make a GPU in as kind of GameCube type thing,
Yeah.
the only thing you must buy is the GPU. Maybe they do something about it. Nintendo like you never know with Nintendo, so that's why I think it can be more powerful than we think.
Yeah. I think so. But what do you think about the gimmick? Your final thought. Do you think it will be some kind of haptic, or no?
Haptic feedback is
Something completely new that will blow everyone away.
yeah. I think haptic feedback is something what they're going to do because of the Wii U also. When they first show the Wii U, they did show on the Wii U gamepad. You put the gamepad on the ground and
Uh,
you hit when you hit the sand, when you hit the ball, the golf
yep.
ball, you see the sand go everywhere. I think they're going to do a haptic feedback with the Nintendo NX indeed. Because I thought they want to do that with Nintendo with the Wii U, man, but they doesn't do that.
But I think the the true gimmick is a small Wii remote. Two small Wii remotes.
Okay. What did you say?
What do you think?
And
Wii remotes.
play
That's what.
drums, play
That's
drums
what.
with it.
That's what. Look, that's what Uncle Miyamoto is thinking about that gimmick. He said, "No, man, I already made that.
Are you
I'm
sure
moving
about
on,
that?
man. I'm moving on.
Hey, the Nintendo NX is new. It's a new concept.
It's
Okay.
new.
Thanos Rex is asking you something, man.
Thanos, yes. Let's read it. Do you think the NDAs can prevent large companies like AMD from talking about their custom design win or chip production forecasts? No, I don't think so. Or at least you can. The NDAs don't force you to not even talk about the design win or the forecast because it's illegal. At least I think someone mentioned it to me in DM private message that it's even illegal in Europe, let alone United States, to not talk about the design win or forecasts from mass production chips and semi-custom design products. So when you don't talk about it, you are doing something illegal, which is not informing your shareholders and investors in your company's future plans, which can impact their stocks. So it's illegal in the United States, and someone even mentioned that it's illegal in Europe. So it won't be different in Japan or Asia. So when you look at it from that perspective, what does AMD have? They have design wins, and they have talked about it. They they said we have a third design win gaming related, and it's ARM. They said we have even more. We have multiple design wins that we haven't yet talked about it. Okay, that's AMD, but what about DMP? DMP has said we have a design win for a gaming console in 2017, and it will ship our F2 SoCs system on a chip in the first half of 2017 in a mass consumer product, mass production consumer products from a world-leading company, from world-leading companies like cameras, companies like Toyota for cars, but also from cameras, and from consoles, and they've said our we have gained some money, some revenue from licenses to our existing customers. So who are their existing customers? In the investor slide back in May 2015, they state their four of their main customers are Nintendo and a couple more, three more. And Nintendo is one of the main four customers. And they state we will ship. We have licenses for our new tech for future devices for existing customers. So people, of course, people will say no, this is not Nintendo, but it's pretty obvious that it's Nintendo. Which other company have they supplied chips for in the past? The 3DS, the new 3DS, the 2DS, all of them, the Pika 200, the tech, the 3D tech, everything they supplied game related was for Nintendo handhelds. So and what do we have from Nvidia hot chips hot chips 2016? Nothing, nothing. So some people will have to have some anger management in the next few months because they'll get angry when they see that everything we have said so far is based on documents, is based on slides, and is based on Nintendo interviews, and let alone all the other things we have heard from other people. So with this info backs the home console and handheld being two separate projects. So what does Nvidia have so far? No, nothing. They have AI cars.
Yes.
Maybe hybrid AI cars.
Yes, that's yeah. I don't know what to say about this, but I think you are right, man.
You never know. I might be completely wrong, but at least I'm glad I did some research
Indeed.
before the NX reveal, and I think some of the people on the other side who back up the hybrid and Nvidia have done a lot of research. One of them is Dr. Trey. I respect his research, but I don't know. A lot of other people haven't been so focused on the research. They just say, okay, Eurogamer has said this, Polygon and Eurogamer and IGN and all the other friends are jumping on the hype train, but the wrong hype train. The hype train is going to the other side of the galaxy because it's reaching the other side of the galaxy because there's no Nvidia involved at all so far. And we haven't seen anything. And even DMP states in their own SEDEC presentation that they are working with Nvidia on their M3000 series GPU for drivers, for Fulcon. So Nvidia is most likely involved in software and helping DMP in some shape or form. But I don't think it will be it will supply the GPU and SoC in the handheld or hybrid or whatever device Nintendo is making. Okay. So what do you think? Do you think it might still be true, the Eurogamer report?
No, I still not taking it to be true, man. The first time AMD say we have a design win was a year ago, I think. One console is x86 and the other are ARM, and I was thinking about Nintendo.
Yeah.
They're working so long together. I don't know why Nintendo must go for Nvidia. I don't know why. I don't think it's going to be that, man. A hybrid console.
So
another question. What do you think about the price from the Nintendo NX? Do you think it's going to be? Do you think Nintendo can make for low price a good console with good specs?
I didn't catch the last phrase.
Do you think Nintendo can make a good console with good specs for a low price? Because Kineshima, he say they don't going to sell the Nintendo NX without loss with loss.
Yeah, yeah, it can be. It can be. Look, this time they could have improved a lot of things. If this thing has a Go controller, they could have improved a lot of things there, or they could supply a pretty powerful console with AMD Polaris features, but not Polaris 10, and they could still sell this at a consumer-friendly price, like 250, 300, without even making a loss. So when they make all of these features optional, like the gamepad or like the handheld will be a separate project, it makes sense. But some people suggest that this device is a handheld, but it will have the latest industry leading chips from Nvidia, like 2.5 teraflops or even more, and this is the kind of tech we'll see in a handheld kind of device. When you see that, of course, it won't be cheap. That's for sure. If you count the AR, the new tech that will power the gimmick, it won't be a cheap price, and that's why I think, even from that perspective, that it's a separate home console and handheld project, and with optional features like a gamepad 2.0, like maybe Gear VR type of device later on. So they can focus on the main gimmick of the home console and the handheld,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it can be pretty powerful, because how can they go wrong when they are 3 years behind the PS3 and PS4 and Xbox One? The tech has been improved, and it's a lot cheaper now. So
Yes, indeed.
to create this kind of console, you saw the PS4 Slim, right? The PS4 Slim is pretty small,
Mm.
but the PS4 Slim is 1.84 teraflops, and the Xbox One is 1.340 no 1.35, something like 34. So the PS4 is a lot more powerful than the Xbox One, but but Sony still has a PS4 Slim that is really, really, really small, a small form factor. So I expect Nintendo to be able to create such a device at a consumer-friendly price. Of course, that's just it's possible. It's just tech. The tech has been improved and it's cheaper now.
That's what I say a couple minutes ago. You can make now right now you can make a console is way cheaper than PS4, and it's I think more powerful.
Yeah. Also, the Wii U was more powerful than the PS3 and Xbox 360,
Indeed.
and it was a lot smaller. Look, it's here.
Yes, a lot smaller.
It's so small.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but it was so small compared to the Xbox One, especially, and PS4. The first PlayStation 3 model was also huge. So the Wii U, okay, the Wii U was years behind, of course. It was or it came out years later, but it was a really small home console. So of course now it's 3 years later. I think it might be a small NES type of device, maybe like a PS4 Slim, maybe that big.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the last question. This is a nice one. How many subscribers do you think Eurogamer is going to lose?
They will lose their banana. That's the worst.
Oh.
They will lose. Maybe you saw the Iwata direct with the banana. He meant that in Eurogamer one day will lose their banana.
Artros.
I don't know. Maybe they'll. And look, amnesia is always something that we have to deal with. So maybe we are right. Maybe we are 5%, 10%, 20%, 30% wrong. And Eurogamer is 1% right. People will still believe Eurogamer. People will still say Eurogamer had some truth. Eurogamer that and that and this and that. Because that's how people work. Most people at least, forget facts. They forget that they are in some kind of amnesia state. So they forget all of these mistakes. Just because Eurogamer is a big website, and all the other websites, they are big compared to our channel, and a lot of YouTubers in the Nintendo community who have been saying different things. I think in the end, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's just about research, and I think Eurogamer might be misled by some of their sources. It might be a control leak.
Yeah, yeah. But sources, Emily Rogers also, I think.
What did Emily Rogers say? Did Emily Rogers say something new?
Emily Rogers, she was the one who say something about tomorrow. There's going to be a big, big, big thing about the Nintendo NX, and then was is Emily Rogers that? Who says that?
Did she say something new?
No, no,
I
no,
think
no, 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 not something new. About when Eurogamer says this hybrid thing. One day before that, Emily Rogers say we're going to get tomorrow. We're going to get a big thing from a site, and that's what me, Mr.
yeah.
Iwata, no, Mr. Miyamoto say. That's how it
Yeah, I
looks.
think. Oh, something about that. There's something about something. Emily Rogers. She said, I saw one of our public posts. She said, the NX will be powerful, but don't expect PlayStation Neo levels. But that's a strange comment, isn't it? When you state that it won't be even, will it reach the Xbox One specs? Even that's a stretch. That's what Emily said on her blog
Mm-hmm.
a couple of months ago, weeks ago. Even that's a stretch. So it won't even reach Xbox One levels. And that's she is talking about, because I think she has received info about the handheld, but I think she's talking about it generally because she thinks it's a hybrid home console, hybrid handheld with a dock, and she said it won't even reach Xbox One. Maybe even that's a stretch. So, and later on, I think 4 or 5 weeks ago, on her public post, she said, NX will be powerful, but don't expect PlayStation Neo levels. How can you have such a great difference between not reaching Xbox One levels and PlayStation Neo? PlayStation Neo is almost 4.5 times, no, 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One, the OG Xbox One. So how can you have such a difference, man? It's just, according to you, it's just a small gamepad with a HDMI out, and you can connect it to your TV. So how can you expect PlayStation close to PlayStation 4 or between PlayStation 4 and PS4? Because first you didn't expect it to even reach Xbox One, the original Xbox One. Now you weeks later you post, don't expect PlayStation Neo levels, but it will be powerful. So you suggest that it's more powerful than PS4, but don't expect PlayStation Pro. I don't know, man. I think a lot of red flags here, because
Yeah, red flags.
many red flags, and back to early April, May, on NeoGAF. If you remember, we had a developer or insider with the name LC Geek. He said he was under NDA, or he couldn't share a lot, but he said, I can't share a lot, but he said the CPU, if you have a needle, it's closer to the PlayStation Pro. Uh, so the CPU, the GPU has to be on par
Also,
with
yeah, on par.
yeah, you can't. The RAM, everything has to be. It's a synergy. It has to be around the same specs, because you can't have a CPU on par with PS4 Pro or close, and a GPU which is
Wii U.
what kind of Frankenstein controller is that, man? What kind of are we joking here? what kind of what kind of BS is that? You expect one side you expect PS above PS4 Pro, on the other side you say it can reach Xbox One. We have an insider who says it's closer to PS4 Neo. Back in April, he said it. We have a verified leaker who had SDK documents, who had many documents. That's why he was verified on Reddit. Who said it's x86 architecture. It's a home console with a Go controller. It is above PS4 specs. So and. We had many other sources, developers, rumors who have said that, but I can't recall everything right now. But it really doesn't add up. I see a lot of red flags.
Too many.
Too many.
Red flags. Okay, man. I think this was it. We are a couple hours now from
2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours, man. Poof. This wasn't. It was a long one, man.
Do you want to talk more, or you want to? You think it's enough for the third podcast?
I'm tired, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm really.
I'm
It
tired.
was a long day, and I hope the people enjoyed this podcast.
Indeed.
The plan is to post a podcast every Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
Saturday or Sunday, indeed.
So that's the plan. And
But
I
the
think,
next Sunday we're going to first look, man.
yeah. Oh yeah. Also important, man.
Yes.
We will go, and it's so bad that we can't play Nintendo NX,
Yeah,
because
man.
I asked Nintendo Netherlands, can we play? It was. I have to clarify this. Someone posted something in my DM. He said, I contacted Nintendo Netherlands, and they've stated that Nintendo NX won't be playable at first look. So it didn't make sense to me, because a lot of people have said that Nintendo NX will be revealed at the end of September. So I said, okay, maybe he's right, but I don't know, man. I wasn't really sure. But the email he sent me from Nintendo Netherlands to him was pretty legit. So I said, okay, I trust you, but you know how people are on Twitter and Reddit and NeoGAF and all those websites. So I asked Nintendo myself. I said, this was interesting. Can you confirm or not that Nintendo NX will be at first look? Can we play it? They said it won't be playable. They haven't said whether it will be there or not, but they said it won't be playable. So I don't know, man. It can still be there with, maybe they'll showcase it. They'll show trailer. I don't know
Yes.
if it will be revealed before 7th October.
It can be a showcase because they have shows there. I know
Yeah.
the first time I was there, they had a show from the Tomb Raider game. It was a showcase, 30 minutes. You can sit down, they talk about the game, and so maybe they can do a
Yeah.
kind of that.
And the second thing, I asked a follow-up question, to Nintendo Netherlands. Look, it won't be playable at first look 2016. Does that mean that the home console is delayed in the Netherlands or in Europe? It was I just, you know how I ask questions. So I'm so excited. So I said I'll ask them a question. Maybe they give me some hints. So I asked that, will the home console be delayed? Look, their reply. I showed it on my Twitter account. They said, no, we never said that. NX is still planned for 2016. And we don't have additional info right now. So they didn't deny anything. They didn't even say, look, it's not a home console, it's a hybrid or a handheld or we don't know what kind. They indirectly even confirmed that it's a home console. I said, when will it or I said, will it be delayed, the home console? They said, no, it won't be delayed, and it is still planned for 2017 March. So that was also pretty funny. One, they said it's not playable, but they didn't say whether it was there or not. And two, they said, I said home console. They said no, NX is still scheduled for March 2016, which was interesting to me. I don't know, but maybe it's because I'm a crazy Nintendo fan. I see too many signs and everything. And then Nintendo Netherlands is now like, dude, we just said it won't be there. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, man. Okay, man. It was nice. It was a nice show.
Podcast.
Next
Was
week, people, Saturday or Sunday. I think next week it will be Saturday because it could be Sunday.
Yeah.
You never know when. You go to know when we're going to do it. There's a leak. He say that what did he say? Except the leak said revealed before October
7th or
17. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. And I'm really interested to know what Emily Rogers has to say. She said this weekend I have something to say, and it's some additional information about the earlier post she made. So
Well,
that's one
when did
thing.
you say it? This weekend?
This weekend. So
Today.
today, between now and tomorrow. So she has to
Okay.
say something additional info. I don't know, because anything she can say, if it's additional, might even confirm that it's not a hybrid. Yeah, we gather so much information. I think she can just she might be revealing something that suggests it's a home console now
Okay.
or a hybrid or a handheld. So
Okay, I want to see it. Let her say, let her do it. I want to
thanks,
see what it
guys.
is.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you all enjoyed the podcast.
Indeed.
So we will do, of course, we will do the podcast, and we will do more cool things in the future, like also like attending first look with Charlo.
Indeed,
So
yes.
expect
No,
some cool content there too.
indeed, I hope there. You never know. Finger crossed. The NX is there. You never know, man. With
You never
Nintendo,
know.
because
Maybe it's a trailer.
if the NX is there, why hell they gonna tell you that, man? They don't gonna tell you that if the
Maybe it's a
NX is there.
surprise. Yeah.
That's why. People, thank you for watching, man. Thank you
Thanks,
for being
everyone.
here. It was nice. Take
Goodbye. See you
care.
next time.
Peace. Be positive. And in the future, maybe we can play together the Nintendo NX.
Yeah, we can play some FIFA 17
Oh,
Hopefully.
that's going to be nice.
and some cool Nintendo games. Hopefully F-Zero online.
Oh, hey, then the online must be way better now. With
Yeah, the
the
online is improved because look, it's almost we're heading towards 2.5 hours. We are now game over explain.
game over explain.
Game over explained. Look, I've seen some network components. I'm a network engineer slash cloud engineer as profession, and I've seen Nintendo LinkedIn accounts and job descriptions with some network components that are high tech and new. So just based on that, I know their internal network infrastructure will be improved and way better than Wii U, because these are fast network components, fast cloud storage components. So I think Nintendo NX will have improved internet for sure, and significantly improved versus the Wii U, not just slightly improved. But we'll see.
Yes, with
And see you.
how do you call the company? They go with they are together with.
I think Nutrinix.
No, no, the auto
Nutrinix.
company.
Zilinix.
No, 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 no. That one there who's doing the mobile games and so mobile games.
Oh, Dena.
Dena, yes, and that's why I think
Also
this
Dena.
time the internet connection is going to be good with Nintendo. Dana is that's their work, man. They work with network and kind of things. So Nintendo is going to improve their network.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's going to be good this
Yeah.
time. Nintendo must do that, man. They can stay back to the future.
Yeah.
Dana.
So see you guys on
So
the
guys,
next
thanks for
Game Over
watching.
Explain.
If you like games, I do almost a live stream on my channel. If you like that, you better come and watch it. In the future, we're going to do also live stream together, me and Happy. So stay positive, people.
Stay happy.
Take care and stay happy indeed.
See you
Peace.
in the next podcast.
Next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Hot chicks. We're going to talk
Episode 60.
about hot chicks. And the complete the SCD is the from now we don't
See.
call SCD more
In the
anymore.
next Game Over Explain.
Game over explain. Supplied creepy device.
Leak Explain. Okay, see you
Peace,
guys.
people.
Bye.
Take care,
See
man.
you.
Peace.
Cheers.